Hi, in this video, I will show you how we can extract the PDF data. So when I say PDF data in the sense, if we have a file which contains multiple pages and that too PDF file, especially PDF file, in that case, how we can extract the data present in that PDF file using Amazon Text Stack service with using Boto 3 module, nothing but with using the Python code. Okay. So here, a focus is a use case. Let's say you have a document in the format of PDF and it contains multiple pages or a number of pages. Okay. So in that case, how you can extract the data present in that file automatically or using programmatically and put that data in somewhere else. Okay. And also from that you can do whatever the business logic you can do on the data. Okay. So in this case, so this video or this demo, it comes in handy. Okay. So here and also in my previous videos, I have covered how we can use Amazon Text Stack service focusing on JPG file which contains multiple format of data. For example, for table data, plain text data, or any kind of form data. Yeah. So I have covered in that videos, but now I will focus here for especially for PDF. Okay. So now, as you see in my screen, so this is a pictorial overview of my demo. It's just just to make you understand like what I'm going to do here. Let's say we have a PDF document which contains nearby 85 pages, or for example 100 pages. Okay. So in that case, how we can extract the data present in that PDF file using our ML service. Okay. As you know that Amazon Text Stack service is an ML service which can help us to extract the data from the scanned copies or any kind of handwritten data, okay, which is beyond the optical reasoning or optical scanned documents. Okay. Yeah. So so as you see here, so first we will what we do is we store our the source data, nothing but a PDF document in the S3 bucket, that is Amazon X3 Amazon AWS S3 bucket. And from there, what I do is I will run my code, which is written in the Python. I will just show you, and that a code will automatically extract the data, extract this file, and runs the Amazon Text Stack APIs, and at the end it will give us the raw data, nothing but a data which we need. Okay. So this is how the flow is. It's a very simple flow. So now let me what I do is I will quickly walk you through this code. So I have written the code in Python. I will be sharing this document, or I will be sharing this script in the in my GitHub account, and also I will provide the link of this code in my videos explanation. Okay. So before I run this code and I will show you the demo, let me first show you that the my AWS account and the S3 bucket created for this purpose. Okay. So here, so this is my AWS account, and so I'm in the Amazon S3 page. So in this one, I have created one bucket called so something like this demo text stack. Okay. So demo text stack VOC. Okay. So in this S3 bucket, I have kept my PDF document, which is of size 844 KB, and the name is AWS ORI.pdf. As you know that this is a ORI document about AWS. Okay. So this is my source now, and I will show you that how I can consume this and produce the raw data out of this document. Okay, using Python, that is AWS Boto 3 module. Okay. So here this is the code, which is quite bit lengthy. It's of 61 lines. Now let me start from the top. So here I'm importing the Boto 3 module, as I said. So especially we are using the Boto 3 APIs to consume the text stack APIs. Okay. So then I'm also importing one more module, time, which I need for further doing my code operations. Okay. Here I have written three functions. As you see, it contains invoke text stack detect job, nothing but as the name says, it is the function which will invoke the text stack APIs, and the next one which will monitor the state of the operation, and finally it will read in the final code, final definition, that is final Python definition, will give us the result. Okay, now let me start from the flow. So here the flow starts from here. For example, so when you run this code, so the variable S3 bucket will be assigned with this bucket name, nothing but my S3 bucket name, which I showed you. Then this is the document file, nothing but this file I have uploaded here. Okay, so now these variables have these values. From there, the flow starts here. Okay, so now this function will be invoked, nothing but invoke text detect job. Okay, where the parameters are nothing but S3 bucket and the document name. Now let me, when I select this, so the control go here. So what it actually does, okay, so here in this one, what it actually does is, so here we are setting the context of our text stack service, that is Amazon text stack service, using Boto3 client module. Yeah, so when this function gets invoked with this parameter, that is text stack, then automatically the sub module of Boto3, that is text stack, will get loaded in this variable, and from there we can use the APIs. Okay, so client is nothing but a variable which holds the knowledge of all the operations to be done on the text stack service. Okay, that is a layman term, that how you can understand the operations. Okay, and here I'm using this API, that is start underscore document underscore text underscore detect. Okay, so as the name says, as this API says, that's what the actual job is doing. Okay, it is just starts the text detection targeting to that file. Okay, so document location is again object. So in that object we are providing the bucket name, yeah, so and the name of the file. Okay, and as you see here, these are being referenced to the same variables parameters which I passed while calling this function. Okay, so it's quite dynamic. And finally, the response. Okay, from the response, what I'm extracting is I'm extracting the job ID, because as you know that when we invoke a API, or when we use the text stack service, so the operation, right, the operation to calculate the result, for example here we are extracting the record data out of a PDF file. So this operation will take some time, right? In that case, what we are doing is we just invoke the API and we wait for that job to get complete, and the result of that invocation is nothing but we will get a job ID. So on this job ID we will do the next operation. Okay, let me go to the next flow. Okay, as you see the job ID, we will be getting the job ID here, which will be printed here. Next, what I'm doing is in the if block, I'm invoking the one more function called check job if the job is completed. Okay, so that's the reason I have written one more function where the parameter is job ID, nothing but the same job ID which we got up from above. Okay, here I'm just sleeping for making the code to sleep for only for 5 seconds. Then again I'm loading because we need, right? So every function is a different context. Okay, so that's the reason we are again loading the text stack module. And again here, if you see, I'm using a different API, that is get document underscore text underscore detection. Okay, so once we have the job ID, from the job ID, what is the actual text data, right? That's what this API does. One will be invoke the operation, another one will be retrieve the output of the operation. Okay, that's where these two APIs does all about. And the next, in the response, what we are doing is we are checking the status of the job. If the job is success, then that's what we want. Okay, that's the reason it will just keep on pinging this API. If the job says success, it will return. If job says still in progress, then it will keep on poking. Okay, and nothing but keep on invoking it. Okay, yeah. So once the job output is true, then we will be inside this if inside this if loop. Then we are invoking the one more function. So here, as the name says, job results. Now here is this kind of bit coding tricks that we need to use to extract the original data. Okay, the output of the text stack operation will not be in a readable format. Okay, it will be in the form of a JSON body, in the format of a JSON. So from the JSON we will be extracting the required values. Okay, so that's what this job results is all about. Here again we are passing the job ID, again loading the text stack module. Again here, as you see here, earlier I have used get document text detection only to check whether the operation completed or not. Now what I am doing is I'm using that same API to get the result. Okay, earlier to check the response, now get the result. Now if the operation is being done, then I am putting it in an list. Okay, that is the in an array. Okay, in simple term. Okay, after that, once the output is been if once the operation is done, then I'm just printing that the job is done. Okay, next one. So next I'm just doing the coding trick to extract the required format. Okay, so now let me quickly walk you into this. this if loop as well now. So in the response, so we have a response is nothing but again an array, right? Yeah. So in this array, we are checking if next. So kind of a keyword we are finding it. Okay. If there is a kind of next token, then we are asking for that next token. If that next token is there, then what we are doing is again leveraging the same get a document text detection API, right? And here, as you see, we are giving the job ID and the token ID, and after that we are retrieving the response out of that operation again. Okay, it's like going through loops, okay, and finally getting the required output, right? So finally again we are appending the response in a pages array, okay. Yeah. And finally what we are doing is, as you see here, we are doing the multiple operation, okay, and finally collecting the output in the form of a page, nothing but an array, okay, nothing but we are extracting the required text from the result, putting it in an array and returning it, okay. That's what we are doing. Yeah, so that's what this function does. And finally, right, so once we have the response from the job result function, then again I'm iterating it to print the nothing but to print the exact required text out of your text stack operation, okay. So that's what this code does is all about. Anyways, I will be uploading this document in my GitHub repo, and the link will be shared in my videos description, okay. Yeah, so that's it. I have successfully walked you through this code now. So now let's go to the demo. What I do is I will just invoke this. So before you invoke this, you need to make sure that you set the context to the AWS CLI. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm logging into my AWS account using AWS CLI. Here I have provided access key, secret access key, then the reason output format is JSON. Yeah. So this is mandatory because this is where you are setting the your profile, nothing but AWS profile context. Then from there, the Boto3 module will use the same login credentials and it will do the operations. Okay. So now let me run this script. All right. What I'm doing is how I'm invoking. Okay. So for your information, this is Visual Studio Code where I'm running my Python script. I did this context. Then I just went here and run the code. Okay. As you see here, the code has started. As you see, started the job, and this is the job ID which we got. Now it is doing it is poking it. Okay. It is checking whether the operation is done or not. Okay. That's the reason you see the job status equal to in progress. Okay. So while it running, let me show you the file which I have uploaded it here. Okay. So as you see, the AWS ori.pdf file. Okay, this was the file I have uploaded here. Okay, now let me make it clear. So this is the file I have uploaded here, and it contains 85 pages. Think about it. Okay, so that's what the Amazon Text Stack service, which is a ML service, right? And it is doing the operation. Okay, it will retrieve all these text data from this file and put it in a raw data format. Okay, from there you can leverage it for any kind of analytics or any kind of business logic you want to apply on this data. You can do it. Okay, so this is a bits and pieces of an example of how we can consume the ML service from AWS. Yeah. So it is a bit lengthy because we have the lengthy document as well. Once this operation gets completed, it will automatically put the operation. Okay, it will give the output in the format of raw data, and that marks the completion of a demo. Okay, as you see here, the job is succeeded and the page retrieved is nothing but one. Yeah, and the two, right, as you see here. So the pages, it's keep on increasing the pages. Okay, and as you see here, we have 85 pages. Let's see what it shows. Okay, I will just show you this live demo. Yeah, so now it is counting the pages, and at the end it will show you the raw data. Okay, and then I will let's find this. Okay, let's find if this word is present. Okay, or what we do is from the output I will copy one and line, and let's see if that line is present in this one. Okay, in this page. Yeah, that marks the completion of our demo. Yeah. So since the one of my viewer of my channel has asked this video, so that was the reason I'm just making this video for him. Yeah. And then let's see. Okay, let's wait for some more time so that it can get completed. as you see here, while it does the operation completion. So this is a bit lengthy document, and yeah. So let me quickly tell you some hints about AWS Tech Stack service. Okay. So yeah, here you go. It has successfully completed. So yeah, as you know, as I explained, so not only for PDF document, we can leverage for any kind of document and extract the raw data or any kind of form data or any kind of table data. We can leverage that. Okay, think about, right. So think like this. Once you have the source data, once you have the business requirement saying like dynamically extracting the raw data from these kind of documents, it can be a image document or a Word document, PDF document, any form of document, and you want to extract the data in that one dynamically. So in those kind of business requirement, this service comes handy, and you can design your own logic. Okay, for example, like this one I have shown you here. Okay, here you go. We have successfully extracted the data, and the output is something too big. Okay, the output which you are seeing in the blue colored words are the output, and nothing but the raw data which has been extracted from that PDF file. Okay, and here on this data you can again add your own business logic. For example, any kind of analytics, pumping into the any kind of analytics platform, and do your own business logics. Okay, so that's what the usability of this operation. So as I explained, so let's find one line in the document. Let's see. Okay, let me copy one unique line here. So Amazon bracket is fully managed um, quantum compute service. Okay, let me find this line in this document. Okay, so what I do is I will do Control F and find. Okay, so let's go to the line. So here you go. So Amazon bracket quantum technology, Amazon bracket, and this is the output. Okay, so that's what we see, right? Quantum technology, Amazon bracket. Okay, yeah. So that's what it has successfully extracted the data and put it to, and also it has presented us in the form of raw data, from where we are again leverage the business logics. Okay, so that's it. I have successfully shown you the required things to be shown here. Finally, a kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. Okay, with that note, thank you, thanks a lot.